Oh, we're live.
Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Well done. Malt notes.
We've got Mr. 1437 here joining us for the cast, guys. Welcome back to the summit. It's time for some Theban notes. Theban, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. It's good to be here.
Of course, I'm also joined by Zayori.
Hi.
And we're going to be casting our final best of 3 of day number 3. Tomorrow is Grand Final Sunday. Tomorrow's the viewing party as well in Rancho Cucamonga at 66 Sports Bar. For more information on that, head online. You can check out the Beyond the Summit Twitter. And anyway, that being said, Game 1 has now begun. EG versus Navi, best of 3. Roland is doing jumping jacks in the background, so I guess that means we're ready to go. Let's hop into the draft.
Yeah, all right.
And who had the first pick here, guys, by the way?
Navi.
And Navi did a first overall pick, and they go with a first pick Tinker. So, Theban, what do you think about Tinker? We've been seeing a lot of teams just banning this hero in the first phase. OP?
OP. Absolutely OP. Like, I wouldn't want to play a single game against this hero.
Why was he ignored for the past, like, few months? We saw him on and off, especially in SEA, but he was not, like, a top priority pick or ban. Is it just teams rediscovering him, or?
It's not that. It's like, SEA plays Tinker, but it's a bit different how Dendy and Excalibur have been playing it. Like, their farming pattern is absolutely perfect. I think they just farm so much in the neutral camps and everything, and it's just a really obnoxious hero to play against. Like, normally you would see Tinker, if he has like a 19-minute Blink Dagger bot soaring, you're like, wow, he's so farmed and stuff. But now you see Tinker with like in Dagon 3 or Ethereal Blade Dagon at like 22 minutes with Blink bots and soaring, and it's like you can't do anything against it, and it's just an absolutely amazing hero in the late game.
So EG see that they were actually debating if they had first pick, going for a first overall pick, Doom. I was up there in the EG room during the break, and well, they'll go for it as a second pick. So they go Doom Enigma, and basically they pick heroes that can shut down Tinker quite a bit in the mid game, but they're not going to be pressuring him in those first few levels, so he'll have an easy time of it.
I think Doom and Enigma are the two heroes that EG just believe is like the strongest in this version or in this tournament right now, at least. And I think all the teams have been playing both of these heroes. And especially Enigma, like we have seen a huge surge in this hero being picked.
Navi goes right for Rubik, and obviously against Enigma, that's a pretty strong pick and puts pressure on him as far as hitting good black holes.
Yeah.
And obviously Kuro just loves playing.
And Kuro, yeah.
Yeah, this hero, he just absolutely perfect how he positions himself and prepares himself to get the right spells to device.
Theban, I wanted to ask you about the Soul Ring on Tinker. We've seen a lot of players doing the drop all of your items, pop the Soul Ring, and then you pick them all up again, and the downtime is like a second, if that. It's pretty absurd. Where do you think that ranks? Is it?
I think it's something that probably should be fixed in the near future.
A little too good.
Yeah, exactly. Like dropping all your items, soaring, picking up all your before, if it would take you like 5 seconds to heal up, you cut your time by like 33% or something, or even more. And it's just too good. Like we saw a Fnatic use it with Chen. They just send him back, and he's back in half a second.
Yeah.
Casting spells and killing people.
It's a little. So what do you think, LD? Is it appropriate? It's been tossed around that perhaps it's an abuse should not be allowed.
It's been in the game for a long time. It's more just, you know, teams have just been getting more and more refined and discovering all these little intricate ways to be a bit more efficient. Now, some tactics do have downsides. Like, for example, you know, dropping your arcane boots before you bottle up, dropping your tranquil boots when you're jungling. We've seen there was one game where Chuan just actually, I forget who was playing. He stole somebody's arcane boots.
Bone 7's arcane boots.
Yeah, Bone 7's arcane boots when they were in China. So
sad boys.
Some things have drawbacks, but the thing with the Soul Ring is like there's no risk. You just do it in the fountain. What are they going to do about that?
Yeah. I don't think it's something that shouldn't be allowed or something. I think anything in the game is fine to use. Is just you need to wait, or you need to let it be known, of these bugs until they get fixed or whatever.
It's like the thing at TI3 with the fountain hooks, where some people thought it was too strong, but you cannot criticize Navi for using it. It was in the game for ages.
Fair play.
It was anything in the game is fair play.
Exactly. You take it or deal with it. That's just how it should be, I think.
And if it's an extreme bug, Valve is going to hotfix it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, well, this one, I guess a little more open to debate, but, well, look at these bans. We see a Beastmaster ban.
A Bloodseeker.
And the Bloodseeker ban of all
I think, well, in the group stage, EG lost to the Bloodseeker from Navi, right? Where he just, casted Rupture on the BKB Shadow Fiend, and he just basically died, so I guess that's what they're worried about again.
So, looking towards some sort of BKB carry here, you think? I mean, Doom can build one, but normally not the one position.
Well, that and obviously Bloodseeker's passive helps Tinker with his rockets and stuff too. So
Yeah.
they don't want to have to deal with that again. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. You get a lot of vision for it.
Right. If they're low, then they're probably gonna die, and Tinker has like basically unobstructed vision.
It's kind of a nice Havost here as well.
Yeah, it is.
Bloodseeker. I mean, it's not a conventional one, but you can run around, be super aggressive. You've got the move speed to escape in most cases. Opponents will be low when you're running a Tinker normally, so...
I'm almost certain that Havost was the one who suggested the hero to be picked.
Puppy, please! give me Bloodseeker.
You know, you can shoot rockets and you got passive, you can see everyone.
It's fine.
Yeah, pick me Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Venge. So EG getting... Also, I mean, not only is this just a pretty strong support there on the Dire side here, they can go for fairly early Roche with Enigma and Venge. And the other thing is, it can be, I wouldn't call it a counter to Enigma, but a hero that makes his life annoying when he's trying to land black holes. So this is a support pick that fills multiple niches, you could say.
It's kind of weird, though, because Venge isn't really like the best hero to keep heroes out. And they have like Enigma and Doom. Both heroes are pretty jungle dependent. And wow, a Storm Spirit.
Another hero that likes to use that jungle.
When I look at this lineup, it reminds me of the game where EG played against Fnatic, game 1. And they had like this mega greedy lineup. It was exactly like this, except they had Tree and last year was PA. Yeah. And again, they're going for like this greedy, you know, super farm heavy lineup that I don't necessarily want to approve of, especially playing against Navi, who like to get in your face and always pressure you.
Yeah, this is the kind of lineup you could see them doing against, like, say, Cloud9, a team that likes to try to outgreed you, and you just get one more carry, one more hero that can farm quickly. But Navi wants to clash. They're always looking for fights in the mid game.
Yeah. If you don't like bring the fight to Navi too, like an Invoker. Then he has been playing this hero a lot, actually, ever since they played VG. I think before VG, they weren't picking Invoker, but now I think they picked it like every single game or something like that since then.
Whose Tinker is this going to be? Is this Funnick who's going to handle the Tinker then?
I think Funnick can play Tinker too, yeah. But I think
I'm sure they can all play it. I'm just curious, like, how they want. Who's going to get farm priority? How do you think the lanes are going to go here?
I have no idea, actually, but I think Dendi just loves Tinker too much to give it up. But then again, Dendi Invoker too. It's hard to say. I mean,
these heroes are pretty vulnerable to those Storm Doom ganks though in the mid game. Invoker and Tinker, if they don't have supports in position, you just zip in and pull, or you get a Doom off, and that hero's just instantly gonna die.
Right. I'm just a little worried about where this Storm Spirit is gonna go. I think they want to put it in the safe lane with the Venge, but let's see if Navi actually want to go, you know, aggro or something and try to screw with them. Because Storm's laning stage is extremely weak early game. Like, he actually provides nothing in the from the safe lane. So
yeah, looking at the team's level 1s, nobody... I guess neither team is very strong here. Invoker's not a particularly strong level 1 hero. Doom, Enigma, not that great either. So I'm not sure who's going to get control of the jungle early, but neither team is like a clear favorite to take those jungle clashes.
Yeah, and a Viper ban. Not something Navi is known to play, but...
10 seconds.
They can't pick Havost something too farm intensive. There's already an Invoker and a Tinker. I guess they could run the Quaswex Tinker. Or, Quaswex Tinker. Quaswex. That would be pretty next level. Quaswex Invoker, but...
Dendi has been playing a fair bit of Wex Invoker. I think the last game was, at least.
K-Pop showed us a stat yesterday or the day before that Quaswex Invoker has like a 75% win rate. And Quaswex Ward is... quite a bit lower
in this tournament or on this patch? Oh, okay.
In this patch. Since it's a 6.81B specifically.
Oh, okay.
So TA.
Interesting.
Wow. Okay. Well, this TA pick is basically for Roshan. Like, they have Venge, they have Enigma, they have TA, and they're just gonna try to abuse Roshan as much as possible, I believe. Even if they do get behind, they always have that Roshan factor to basically get them back in the game. And I do expect EG to be getting like every Roshan in this game, I think.
Yeah. With all that minus armor plus the Eidolons.
Ooh, Razor.
Easy peasy.
Okay, this is really, really awkward because Razor can destroy TA mid. And at the same time, you can also destroy the Storm tri-lane too. And obviously, it's a Havost hero, so I'm guessing it's probably going to go in the side lane against
that
Storm.
That would give us a aggro try, you think?
Right.
Sandcane aggro try?
Yeah, why not? With the because like
they are running a pretty weak laning stage.
Right.
Storm Enigma.
Exactly. But which does mean the Invoker is a bit vulnerable because Enigma can just switch over to the other jungle.
I actually think that could be a big concern for Navi if the Enigma goes aggressive and they go aggressive. Rubik Sankey is a pretty potent roaming combo. They could certainly set up a first blood mid on TA, though not the easiest hero to gank, but yeah, the Enigma would then have access to gank that lane or to go safe lane, and that's potentially where you see your Tinker going by himself.
Yeah, so it is a Dendi Tinker, and it's gonna be a Funnick Invoker here.
Oh.
I've never seen Funnick play Invoker before.
Really?
I don't think I have either.
How many competitive games does he have on Invoker?
That's on?
That
Yeah.
transition.
That's the pause while we wait for
Oh, okay.
the stats to kick in.
I'm sure K-pop Toastus is on it.
He's frantically researching now. So, looking at the overall draft, Theben, do you give either team a clear advantage here? Do you think it's mostly going to come down to just how they lean it and execute the lineups?
I think it's gonna come down to how well the Storm does in this game. Like, if he gets absolutely nothing in the safe lane or wherever he's going, then this game is gonna be extremely difficult for EG. And I would like to give Navi like, I prefer to give Navi the votes on which lineup I think is better.
So it'll be is it going to be Mason handling the Storm this game?
Yeah, it is.
I guess Arteezy on the TA. We'll see Universe playing the Doom, it looks like.
Yeah. So the offlane Doom, Dire offlane Doom, little bit difficult.
Well, it's just good to have Doom in the offlane regardless, because if the lane's crappy, you can always go to the woods.
Funnick has not played Invoker on record in pro. This is history, boys.
Huh.
This isn't competitive, of course.
Competitive,
Of course, he's
yes.
not learning the hotkeys right now.
Pro Dota 2.
That's
yeah.
still very impressive.
So Q does what?
Colds.
Nah, it's Tornado. It's surely Tornado.
It's totally Tornado. That level 2 Tornado, very strong. He's gone Blades of Attack first, so generally this means Quaswex. We'll see what he wants to do, but how good is Monoburn going to be this game? I guess. Well, it's hard to tell when we can't see the heroes.
It's pretty good against
Hi, guys.
Doombringer. Like Doom and the Storm Spirit. Like if they ever, especially Doom, like if he gets tornadoed, he's 100% gonna lose all his mana.
Yeah, Storm can dodge it fairly easily with a zip as long as the timing's right, and
Right.
it's a bit annoying for TA as well, I would say.
I think they just want to go. They just want they want the Quaswex so that they have the early game secured.
Because Tinker can easily carry the late game
Exactly.
if he gets the farm.
Exactly. So it's not so bad.
I do think EG has a nice lineup to deal with Tinker. Again, if the Storm is a decent start, you have Doom and Storm. Those are two of the best heroes in the game to shut down Tinker.
Yeah.
You can't rely on just blinking into the trees and
Look,
TPing out.
Check out bottom lane. It looks like they're gonna try and dodge. They see that Navi has Razor and probably will go aggro shy, so they decide that they will just go. They will just dodge them and try to lane against the Invoker.
This is the flexibility of an Enigma pick, and I think one of the reasons why we see teams preferring Enigma, even when Enchantress wasn't played that much, like a month ago, she's starting to receive a bit of a resurgence. It just gives you flexibility against your opponent's lanes.
Yeah, but I still think that the Storm is gonna have a rough time because if at any point the Rubik and Sankey move there, then they can easily die. And the Razor is gonna be perfectly fine against the Doombringer. He can't do anything at all against it.
Well, it looks like PPD's having some issues here.
Sounds like we might have a Dota 2 bug of some kind. Maybe we just need to remake real quick, but
yeah,
we'll see what's going on. I'm not sure. Can see.
Yeah, when he comes back, let's follow his hero and see what the deal is. Apparently, his hero is moving weird. I'm not sure exactly what that entails, but.
I don't know. They were checking.
Is it possible he did the streaming thing? You know how you can like have two accounts playing the game at the same time?
Oh.
Yeah, it's maybe someone else is like moving his account in the practice for something. Fortunately, we're figuring this out now before the game begins, so we can always just.
So the nice thing about the LAN, we've got Gods on it. He was heading to the upstairs, putting on that admin hat.
Good stuff.
I thought that was what Momoya was gonna do. No, he's going to rest.
He's sleepy.
We might, if we need to remake, we'll just remake. But I guess we'll give this one more shot. It looks like.
Yeah. If you want to mouse over PPD, maybe we can see what he's talking about. Have info. It's been happening all day long. I play on. Okay.
I mean, we can swap out his PC. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, we can remake.
Good guy Kuroki, Velat.
I think it might fix after I cast spell. I don't think that's something they want. I think they want a remake now.
Hasn't been on Reddit.
Get your passive on.
A host. Such a troll.
We're
Oh my.
rushing.
Or
Uh-oh.
unvouch. Man, Navi's going ham here. Saying, skill your passive, play on or get unvouched.
Mouse over the Venge, please, cameraman. Or woman. I don't know who's doing camera. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, I did see this on Reddit, actually. The Venge turns in a weird pivot around the circle instead of just turning.
That's weird.
So she's like, she has to like swing her
Yeah.
body to like move around.
You'll see it when he moves. Yeah, see how she like scoots back to the edge of the circle like that. When
Yeah,
he
yeah.
turns, it's like she's spinning around a pole.
Oh, his,
Like,
his
the game doesn't
circle. Okay.
The game doesn't actually like know where the unit is properly.
Yeah, see that
Okay,
turn,
okay.
right? It's
Right.
weird. And the screenshot I saw earlier was just Venge, so I guess it's an issue with that particular
It's,
hero.
it's okay. Ice Frog gave him a double damage rune to even things out.
The model, you can see where the model is, but
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like
Yeah.
she's ice skating.
right.
So what's interesting is how does that affect the hitbox? Is it just a visual bug, or is it actually like scoot the character back a little bit in terms of
I think it's still
skill
hit.
shots?
I think you still click on the hitbox. Like, it's
Yeah.
I
fine.
think you are at the middle of the white circle, and it's just we're showing the model is wrong.
Right.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
This
interesting.
could actually be
Oh.
First Blood bottom.
Oh yeah.
This could easily be First Blood.
Yeah.
And Funny is
Uh-oh.
hiding in the wrong place.
He has no
Double
backup.
damage.
Oh, boy.
Ee.
Invoker is such a slow hero too. If he gets
He
oh,
played some attack first as well. He's not expecting this.
Up
Yeah.
top.
You all top looks like they might
all
go.
right, he's fine.
Universe, he gets stunned up. Do they have the damage to bring him down though? Scorched Earth level 1.
Even the creeps
He'll
are
be
trying
okay.
to gank Universe here, man.
Yeah. Those
That
are actually
cross-touch.
scary creeps. Yeah, the slow is pretty potent there.
Oh, that was very close in the bottom lane, especially. One stun that's in a First Blood if the storm's in range.
It's a really good game sense coming out from Funnick. He knew that the Venge was nowhere to be found, and
And they didn't have a ward bottom either,
Right,
so it's
and-
very risky.
they didn't check the rune either. So he didn't want to be ganked by Invis or Haste or DD or something like that. So he just waited it out.
So mid lane, we're gonna see Arteezy's TA against Tinker. How do you see this matchup playing out?
I think both teams farm well, and Dendy's just gonna go and stack some camps and just march like that. That's all he's gonna do in the lane. He's just gonna keep marching, and TA's just gonna end up farming. It's just gonna be both heroes bottle crowing and trying to get what they can. I don't think either one of them are gonna win the lane.
It's so
convincingly.
easy as Radiant. You can stack the Ancients right before checking the rune. You also can farm those 3 camps on the right side of the jungle at once. If you just pull the big camp
Yes.
and then march over the medium and the double pull camp.
Yes.
So it's Radiant Tinker especially.
Oh,
Just so
here
easy to
goes
farm
the
on.
smoke. Rip
Yep.
smoke.
Will be a regeneration bottom though, so they scout it out. Looks like Puppy will secure it.
Yeah, and here's a rotation onto the Storm Spirit. They just want to put the 2 supports against the Storm before he hits level 6. Just so that he doesn't, get like free farm or anything like that.
Actually,
But-
once he gets level 6, they can't kill him very easily without
they
without
can't.
Blink. They need
Exactly.
Blink on Sand King.
And here it is, the TP. This is really, really smart coming out from EG. Just forcing the 2 supports to move so they don't get so much experience, they don't get any kills, and then they just TP the Storm into the safe lane. But this is still hard though. Like Razor does really good against the Storm Spirit 1v1, but Venge is already coming up here to help him.
Yeah, and the Doom can go woods, but he's competing with the Enigma a bit
Mhm.
for that. And they also blocked the medium camp, so
Right.
there's also an observer ward at the other big camp. So it's not going to be there's not that much jungle to work with between these two.
Look at this Enigma. He's already level 4. Like that's why this hero is so good. He just farms so fast.
It's hard to contest him. If he gets Eidolons, then
Mhm.
you're fighting against 2 heroes.
He doesn't
practically.
even have like one of the camps, the medium camp. He's just farming the big camp and the other small camp, and he's already level 4. So
Yeah.
He just hit 3 minutes. He was level 4 before the 3 minute.
exactly. And he's gonna hit 6 quick, and probably we will see him try to smoke gank the Tinker. It will be the most important hero for them to try and kill, but then again, Tinker is Tinker. It doesn't matter how many times you die, he'll eventually get his Boots of Travels, and when he gets his Blink, he's gonna farm everything.
Well, we can.
Pretty dark in that room there.
Oh yeah.
that was like a Halloween room.
Yeah. Unfortunately, one of the rooms is cool and one of them is warm, so the teams that get in the warm room try to turn off the lights, so... No camera shot in EG.
We need an HVAC sponsor so they can work on the air conditioning setup at the house for the next summit. But yeah, so the Doom and the Enigma will be slightly fighting for farm in the jungle. Still the Enigma doing very well off the bat, and I guess the other thing is now Invoker's just given a free lane, and it's completely abandoned at this point.
Where has the Enigma gone off to? I can't see him. Oh, he's in the off lane. He's
Is he just gonna try to sneak some farm in the enemy jungle?
yeah, I think he's just gonna try and deny as much as he can, pull the lane back, and just get some experience, I guess. I mean, he could be getting level 6 in his woods, but he wants to give it to the Doombringer. If the Doom goes in the offlane, there's a pretty high chance the 2 supports will come there and kill him.
And Dendy's on the move. He actually has a haste rune up, and has not been spotted out here. That's a Radiant Observer ward, but not gonna find anything.
Yeah, there's a dire ward that was watching him.
Yeah, you're
stopped
right on the hill. We're a little far away from the TV, so sometimes it's hard to see the minimap.
There's also a big bright light behind the minimap if you're at my angle, which is a little blinding.
Hashtag
it's giving me a headache.
Hashtag Kino.
Jeez, we're giving him a headache, Andrew.
It's okay.
Poor guy.
Sorry, Steve.
But you know what? I was really worried about this Storm Spirit, how his farm was gonna be this game. But I mean, he's at the top of the charts right now, and he's doing really good. I think it all came down to EG like dodging the tri lane and stuff. Maybe Navi needed to be a bit more clever than EG. Think that they might do this and start off like sanking bottom or Rubik bottom with the Invoker, and that would have been just fine. Cause now all they need is a sanking to roam down there, and they will get a kill, and they can't really move away.
Yeah, EG is getting more off the map right now. The Sand King is, I believe, he's been getting some farm. Has he stacked the jungle at all on the Radiant side? Has the big camp been stacked yet?
Can't tell.
No, just stack the double pole camp a bit. Okay, there you go.
A double stack here.
Yeah, so, I mean, Sand King he's not going to farm as fast as the Enigma, but he can catch up a decent amount.
I think they will give that stack to the Tinker before they give it to the Sand King. Just because Dendy will be like, yeah, give me bots.
I'll get bots, guys. I'll give you space later.
Exactly.
Give me space now.
Right away at level 6. Is that standard?
Yeah.
I see a lot of some Tinkers hold it until a little bit later on.
If you have stacks, then rearm is good. Like you just want to get your soul ring and then just start spamming the jungle. So it's fine. Like rearm is better than any other spell you can get, I think.
Yeah.
Especially when all you're trying to do is just farm away. So
yeah, that's true.
There's Doom.
Yeah, maybe if you can get like a first blood, you'd skill missile or something for the last bit of damage. But I mean, it's a TA versus Tinker mid. They're just looking to farm here.
Right.
Yeah. And now the Enigma's jungle has been slowed down so much because of the Doom.
He's farming Ancients at 6.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Power of the Eidolons.
What a hero.
This is what I was worried about. Like, 4 of EG's heroes all need the jungle. Like, you'll see RTZ probably like, oh my god, I can't go into the jungle to farm any camps or anything.
RTZ loves the jungle more than like any other solo mid player.
Exactly. So, and Storm, Doom, Enigma, TA, they all farm jungle to get their, their items and stuff. So, this is I think it's a predicament. They're gonna run out of space to farm on the map.
The main thing they do have though is the Roche. They have the Venge, Aura,
right.
Howl, potentially Doom has some Aura to help them Roche, and Eidolon's TA's minus armor. So, EG can make up for any shortcomings in the laning stage with an early Roche. And as the Dire side, maybe they just look to pressure the top lane, then TP someone in mid and quickly sneak it. We'll see if they find the openings and if Navi's able to contest.
I think Navi really need to be aware of that, Roshan, because the moment they do get it, they're just going to get such a big goal lead running towards them. But then again, they do have Tinker, OP Tinker.
Yeah. Farm seems to be a pretty even spread across the board. 46% of competitive Tinkers rearm at level 6. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think it's a... Like Theban was saying, it's different if you're stacking a lot. If you're just sitting in the lane, then rearm doesn't really do that much for you, but that kind of defeats... It doesn't defeat, but it undermines the purpose of picking the Tinker, which is you can farm stacks better than almost any other hero.
You can tell how much this Razor is doing in the offlane. He's got like 32 CS to the Storm's 38, but the 2 supports on Navi left at like 2 minutes in the game. So he's been soloing up there for 6 minutes, and he basically has the same farm as Storm. I think the only reason why he's not beating him is because of the Venge pulling and keeping him off.
How powerful do you think Razor is right now, Theban, relative to other heroes? I've heard some players say that he's quite good, and other players say that he's trashed here, and I'm not really sure where he fits in.
I don't think he's trashed here at all. It's a matter of preference and the strategy the teams like to run with him. Basically, I think people's idea was like he was an early game hero before, but I think when you have like Aghanims, he becomes a really strong late game hero because of the amount of damage he can output and deal to buildings.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's just what each team thinks of the hero, basically.
Is this a Roche sneak?
Looks
It
like
is.
He went for the
Medallion.
quick medallion,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Oh
this
my.
is-
He can solo the Roshan, basically. This is another reason why this Enigma is just so good right now. You can solo Roshan.
Yeah, it's Navi just not really the best lineup at scouting a Roche either.
Yeah, and look
Sai
at
just knows exactly what he's doing here.
Exactly.
That Eidolon micro,
And no claps.
flawless.
Yeah, he's never sending 3 Eidolons close to the Roche.
right.
This is beautiful execution.
Oh my.
I'll be
They have
resummoning
no
momentarily.
idea. And here's the Venge for the aura. Should
They
get a
don't
lot
even
of
need the
XP.
TA here, let alone the Doom.
Right. It's actually better they let them do this 2-man so that the Venge can get level 6.
Yeah, and also it's just a lot less suspicious. You send 3-4 heroes missing off the map, Navi's like, hey, what's going on?
Alright, they got 4 people sharing XP here now.
They just wanted to undermine you.
Yeah.
It's okay. You had a good point.
Oh, he didn't hit 6, sadly.
He's close though. He'll have
He's got
it.
an interesting build. He's got level 3 in Terror. That's so... I guess it's for the TA. I mean, if you stack a lot of minus armor, it's much better. So,
Oh, top lane, we're gonna have a zip in.
he's alone.
Yep. Havost in some trouble here. Mason has a decent amount of mana. Full bottle as well, but Kuroki comes up and he just zips back to safety.
When Mason went in, he lost vision. He didn't drop a remnant, and so he couldn't like just grab and go for him. But he could have killed him if he actually made that. He had a lot of mana. He had Soul Ring and 3 bottle charges left.
Yeah.
Arteezy really trying to force out a TP here mid, but it's not gonna happen.
Oh, rip, Doom mana. That's what we've been talking about.
He does have a bottle, though.
Yeah, but still,
He's still very
all
sad.
of his mana.
Eh, now he has an empty bottle.
It's just enough mana to know how much you're missing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely annoying to play against that hero.
Oh, zip forward. Back on
Again,
Havost
solo.
again, but now he's got some support with him. And I think Havost may be the first blood coming out. Yep, sure will be. And Zai's actually the one to grab the bonus gold on that Enigma.
Man, Navi have been having this like static lanes for 11 minutes. That was bound to happen. Like one of their lanes was bound to die, and they were probably thinking it was gonna be mid, but instead they just attacked the Razor, which was really good.
Arteezy getting a little aggressive here in the mid, diving that tier 1, but won't find a kill.
Dendi and Arteezy are both pretty insanely farmed. They're averaging just under 6 CS a minute.
And they basically have the same CS like we thought they would have. And he didn't actually buy Midas, which is really weird. Normally we always see him buy Midas.
Yeah, him and Saint have been. You look at the Chinese players, they almost always go for. It's been like phase drums, phase BKB, just like
Right.
straight into something that lets you fight. But
Right.
Arteezy and Saint really believe in just basically the split push style, out farm your opponents, and then basically late game carry TA.
Yeah, and this game he actually went Yasha, which was...
Still a farming tool, but not quite on par with the Midas.
I don't really
Kind of
doubt...
a nice mix.
Yeah, I don't doubt RTZ's item choices at all. I mean, I'm sure he's played this hero more than...
Almost any living human being.
More than the three of us combined.
Over the past few months, anyway. That's
Right.
For sure.
Yeah. And there's the Tinker BOTs right around the 12-minute mark. Not a bad timing, not the best we've seen, but still on point.
But we will see his net worth skyrocket really
Oh,
soon.
yeah.
Wow,
Oh, Funnick.
much
He gets
hate.
Black Hold and doomed. Exactly
And
right.
Havost.
Havost in trouble as well, and Volker's already gone down. Razor on the run.
They stole the Doom.
Yep, they'll bring him down.
That was actually a really good play.
Double traps on Kuroki.
He can use this Doom, but he's still going down.
Yeah, it won't be enough for the kill. And that's a 3-for-0 going the way of EG. Double kill for Arteezy.
I'm so surprised that Black Hole clipped the Razor. That would have been a totally different fight had it not hit Razor.
It didn't actually look like he was going to be in range. I think he
Right.
took like, just like one half step forward too much.
Wow. Nice.
It's a
Nice
Proper.
ages.
big swing there.
Oh, if they can get a cold snap right here. No cold snap? Alright, they want the Avenge, it seems.
Cold snaps on PPD. They'll have enough to bring him down as Puppy chases him. Rockets for the kill.
Very nice.
Oh, not done quite yet. Arteezy not out of the clear. 3 heroes will jump on top of him, but they have no detection.
He's got to march.
Can Arteezy survive this? There you go.
Oh, they weren't ready for him to run at that moment.
Yeah.
They steal the
No-
refraction, but
No reveal, no sentries. So
bummer. And there's a fast blink out on the Doom.
that could have been a really, really good kill.
This Tinker is going to have such a hard game now. Doom with a blink this fast, 13 minutes in, and there's a Storm in the field. No blink on Tinker yet. It's actually very dangerous to be out on the map.
Yeah.
I think it's all gonna come down to Navi's wards. Like if they can see the Doom even for a minute, then it's gonna be perfect for this Tinker to just farm up his dagger. But if EG can get a quick, quick one on the Tinker with Doom. This next, I think, 2 minutes is gonna basically decide how well this Tinker will do in this game.
The other thing is I think they desperately need the Sand King Blink Dagger, and is he actually close to that?
No.
Oh, he's nowhere near
Oh,
it.
and he went Tranquils as well.
He wants the movement speed.
Yeah.
Like, they can't really gank the Storm.
And here is Dendi farming the sweet spot on Tinker. He's gonna have this Blink Dagger so quick. And like
Yeah.
I said,
If you do it right there, you can farm all 3 camps.
and you can stack them at the same time.
Yes.
So yeah,
Pretty dope.
yeah. But stacking them, you need Blink Dagger though. I think because you need to blink away from the camp so you don't block them, and they don't block.
Well, he will have to blink soon. Looks like.
Yeah, he will. And
He's
then,
so scared right now.
yeah.
This is the worst time for him to die, right when the Doom's got blink, and he's not ready to fight.
Mason.
Yeah. So is Arteezy going for Sanjin Yasha here, or is that a casual Yasha into BKB? So hold that thought is up top. Yep, the Doom comes out.
He's so fast
but
though. He's so
now
fast.
Universe, the Burrow Strike. Poppy
ult,
gets
good
off the
ult.
Epi.
Nice stomp.
And
But
they've got enough to bring him down the 4-step to the low ground. They bring him down. Dendi actually gets that one.
What a bait. I think actually Mason baited his own teammate in there. He was like, okay, I have mana, we can go in, but then he was so low on health that he couldn't just go all in on the Tinker or he would die too.
it's just like, just kidding, I'm out.
Yeah,
Whoops.
that was really unfortunate. If Mason had like a flask or something, that would have been perfect for them to kill him.
Yeah, it should be just a BKB next for the TA.
Yeah.
It's really good against the blind from Tinker and all the new damage.
They're going for the Rubik, but he has refraction on, so he hasn't taken any points of damage just yet.
The EMP will connect with 3,
Ooh,
but
red
they
mana.
still get the kill on the Rubik. Rockets fly through, and won't do a hell of a lot. So just a free kill for EG. Not too shabby. Havos coming in. Harassment onto Arteezy, and we could actually see a fight break out here. Zai has a black hole, but low on mana.
I think this is actually not too terrible for Navi. They're going to have the mech soon.
Not at
Tinker, after getting the Aegis, EG lost it very quickly. Didn't really accomplish that much with it. And with the Blink, the Tinker is... There's no Orchid on Storm yet. It's not the easiest hero to gank, but I still think they have the kind of lineup that can shut him down.
Invoker also has a 4-staff now too, so they have a lot of mobility coming out on Navi's side.
So Arteezy will prove us wrong and go straight into a Blink Dagger here on the TA with a casual
Okay.
club.
Many casual items actually.
Yeah, Arteezy he has these games where he's a big fan of the casual items, like the Ember Spirit game that he'd rather forget it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the latter. Ogre Club, Ghost Scepter, Pit Booster. But I mean, this game, the Blink Dagger is still a solid item on its own right. Ogre Club is not too bad either. And Yasha, the same thing.
Mason getting close to his Orchid as well in that Storm. Looks like he's just about to pick up that second Oblivion staff. So, between that and the double Blinks, EG will be able to crank up this aggression here in a couple minutes.
And then the farming away.
Yep.
I think if we check the net worth, the TA and Tinker should still be around this. Okay, the TA has 1,000 gold more, but I think that comes from the kills and the Roshan last hit that he got.
It's also the 2-tower advantage right now.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. That was interesting. What just happened?
That was...
Who did he swap?
Did he swap him and the Burrow Strike still went to the original...
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah, that was one of those weird timings where the swap and Burrow Strike happened at the same time.
Where's our replay cast? Is that,
Where's
in the
our
works?
instant replay at?
Is that in the works?
We had something planned, but I guess it's not done being developed yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
the instant replay is tricky. It's
Well, I mean, you could do it with a very expensive piece of hardware, but we have another solution which is not working yet. In theory, it should work someday. Shout out to the shitty wizard, Sam. Please give instant replay.
coming soon, TM.
That's bottom lane.
Uh-oh, Doom comes out onto the Invoker. There's the slow from Arteezy's trap, and yeah, they'll have more than enough damage to bring him down. That's a dominating streak
Nice
for
pick off.
Arteezy.
Yeah, I think. Oh, what's going on up here? Puppy with the big ultimate.
Uh-oh, a lot of damage coming out, but the mech is there. That'll keep him alive for now.
not
PPD
taking
stands his
damage.
ground.
They're
They've
so
got
tanky.
dust. Oh,
That mech.
mech saves
He's got
lives.
mech and
Mech and
treads,
Treads,
so-
he's so tanky.
Yeah.
Killing spree Enigma already.
Yep. And
Nice attempt.
Rubik got picked off somewhere.
There's a lot of pressure on Dendi this game. And they have a good lineup to shut down. If Tinker's the only farmed hero, that's going to be trouble for Navi.
Yeah, this game is basically on Dendy's back. How well he does.
Well, Dendi the Superman is going to have to put on the cape.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is Navi actually have no vision on the map whatsoever. Like they don't have a single ward anywhere, so they can't see all these ganks coming from Storm, Enigma, Doom, Venge, and Rip Dandy. The Storm getting a really quick
There's that Orchid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Storm can solo kill him. Doom can solo kill him if they get the jump. And with no vision, I mean, you could just shift Q your blink into the trees, but your farming's not that efficient if you're always having to do that.
Yeah, I think this game has become 10 times harder for the Tinker now that he's died to the first Orchid frag from the Storm. He's just gonna keep on hunting, and they really have to get some wards up. I don't know if they're not buying any or they got them all countered, but they have no vision.
And Puppey in trouble. They have enough to finish him off. Oh, the Bro Strike actually off the mark.
Well,
yeah, well played by Mason.
Pretty sure he had that one anyway, but just a nice touch. And
Smile.
Puppey just
He gets
smiling.
Picked. Oh boy, Navi are just falling apart.
it looks like a quick GG to me with the smiley face like that.
Yeah,
that's
a crap. I think we're done.
Yeah. Can we check the shop, Navi shop? Like, do they have wards available? No. Oh, 2? 1? 2? I don't know.
Do they have money
One.
for them?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing...
They might have just come off cooldown.
Yeah.
And another Roche for EG. Uncontested. Plenty of minus armor to bring him down quickly. That's 2 Roches in 20 minutes. Ouch. Can we take a gander at the gold graph? I imagine EG are swimming in the monies. Wow.
Woo!
12,000 ahead at 20 minutes. Pretty absurd lead here for the Evil Geniuses.
It's not just that. It's the gold lead, and it's their lineup does a lot with that advantage. Storm can just jump around, solo killing, take pretty much any of these heroes aside from the Razor with the mech is an easy solo kill.
Uh-oh, Doom comes out once again onto the Tinker. TA just chopping him down with the Meld Strike. He should tick down to the Wrath of Time. Yep, he'll get denied by the Rubik, though. Nicely played. EMP comes out, and Arteezy will be repelled for now. There's another swap coming out from PPD. Throws the stun. Funnick will fall. Arteezy finished his BKB. One more auto attack, and he gets off the Ghost Walk. Funnick survives. Now Kuroki, the target of choice. Puppey around the backside, gets off the epicenter. Won't be enough to save his buddy Kuroki. Now Puppey will take a spill. It's a 3-0. EG still with all 5 alive. I'll scratch that as Zai gets picked off. But now Havos getting dove. They'll bring him down. 1 for 4.
Late to the party. But
guys, I'm here in spirit. What do they do when TA jumps over the BKB? They just run. Like they can't do anything.
Yeah.
They have no idea where EG is, and they don't know if it's one guy there trying to just push, a tower or whatever, or if there's like 3, or they just had the whole team there. But it's really unfortunate for
I think it really goes back to the lanes and the early Roche sneak by EG. They drafted to be able to Roche early, and they successfully dodged pressure on the Storm. And Navi didn't do enough to make up for that. The Sand King did not have a fast Blink Dagger. He didn't exert any pressure on the map. The Razor actually farmed well in the off lane, but I mean, what does he really do with that compared to a hero like Storm or Enigma in the mid game?
Exactly. I think EG was just much more clever than Navi in this game with how they laned and their strategy going in. It didn't really feel like Navi had something big planned. They were more reactively drafting against EG.
So you think the draft was the weak point, or was it
it's not
just
just
a
the
laning
draft,
decision?
but it's both basically. Like EG, you can abuse EG's draft, like if you shut down the Storm from the beginning, but they didn't think about EG trying to dodge the tri lane or anything like that. So,
or if they did, they definitely didn't have a plan that worked for it.
Like if Storm, like what happened in this game, if he got all this farm, then this game was gonna be a piece of cake for them, and that's exactly what happened. He got the farm that he needed, and now he's picking off the Tinker.
Yeah, Navi going guerrilla warfare style here. 5-man push up top. They will find a tier 1 tower kill, so at least get a little gold pick me up. And Tinker has picked up a Dagon, so just looking to grab Razor with a Ghost Scepter as well.
Yeah.
It's pretty good against all the minus armor in the TA, but they still have plenty of nuke damage to kill him.
Yeah, exactly. And EG just pressuring the tier 2 mid. Will they go back to defend? Navi's still pressuring the top lane, but Tinker will be enough to repel their push in the mid.
I'd be very surprised if they give this tower up. They may wait a little bit to return, but...
Oh, wow. Arteezy gets the bottom tier 2 while all this is going on. So still a good trade for EG at the end of the day.
They can still defend top if they really want. Arteezy can just TP him with BKB, and they can't do anything to him.
I think this is the poorest I've ever seen Kuro.
Yeah, he's pretty broke. 1,400 net worth right now.
You would never...
Ouch.
When Navi was doing really well at the end of last year, like when they won the inaugural season of Dream League and What else? They won one other tournament, I'm forgetting at least. But a Star Ladder. They won 2 Star Ladders. Kuro is always super farmed on 4 position heroes, but not this game.
Yeah. There's your Blink Dagger on Sand King, though. Maybe a sign of life for Navi if Puppy can get off a big epicenter. His epi so far have been okay, but EG have just been so darn tanky that he hasn't been able to secure any kills. And now with the BKB on Enigma, ooh.
They finally got some words up as well for Navi's side. At least they will see the top half of what's happening.
Those were expensive wards. They gave up a tier 1 and a tier 2 mid and a tier 2 bottom.
Yeah,
yeah, I guess better late than never.
Yeah, at this point, I think Navi will take what they can get. They will smoke towards the top lane and see what they can find here. Arteezy is just hanging out, farming away.
BKB,
Let's see those reactions on our tour. I don't think they have the burst if refraction's up.
No TP scroll, though.
Nice.
Epicenter.
Nice lift. That was
really
perfect
nice
chain stun.
Yeah.
I think just the execution, starting with the ult into the stun, everything was just totally perfect. And that's a lot of gold going Tinker's way. And I should mention that Navi is like the king of mid-game, late-game in these kind of situations. And I think EG's mid-game in this tournament so far has been lacking a lot. So I wouldn't count Navi out at all, especially when they have Tinker still.
Haste Rune up on Doom. He presses forward. Kuroki once again has the Fraction restored.
Oh no, Puppy!
The Fraction stalled. Puppy gets doomed. The blink forward. The zip in from Mason as well. They'll chop down the Sand King. Rockets flying from the Tinker, but he will port back to safety as Storm looks to initiate. And it will end up being a 1-for-1, the TA for the Sand King, if you will. Still good for Navi.
Trade for Navi. And yeah, they had to use Doom for that as
This
well.
Storm is so farmed.
Look at this. Bloodstone and Orchid at 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And Aegis, so he can just YOLO for some kills.
Yeah,
now,
for sure.
now even if Dundee is trying to march up the hill or something, you can just zip in, blindly and try to find him.
Yeah, it's also great when you can get a kill right after picking up the Bloodstone. Takes him up to 9 charges, and just going to get worse from here if EG can take another good team fight.
Mason, pretty good Storm Spirit player.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good player all around. It's interesting. It was interesting to finally meet the elusive Mason.
Were you surprised by Mason? He's got quite a personality online in the NA Dota community.
He's totally like 180
yeah.
in IRL.
I haven't chatted with him too much, but the little bit I have, he's been very friendly. Nothing but smiles and giggles.
He's actually a very, very nice, friendly guy.
Yeah.
He trolls a little bit, fired some.
I asked him about the 9
shots.
tentacle surprise, and he just laughed and walked away. So
You're not worthy of it.
I'm not worthy of the inside intel. What are you gonna do? Can't win them all, LD.
Well, I think at this point it's just Navi just want to be stalling, and
Yeah.
they have to be very careful about forcing.
But you know what? This is what Navi's also good at. Like, even though they're behind by 12k or whatever it is, they still managed to get like 2 tier 1 towers without EG actually contesting at all or getting something out of it. They got some damage on the tier 2 top, but still
It's hard to trade when you've already taken almost every outer tower. Like, it's hard to trade a base tower, and
right.
I guess the one thing EG could do is take a Roche, but it looks like it has respawn now. So.
But I think it's one of those decisions where you make like, okay, we should
Not
already
ready.
set up for this tower.
Is that it?
Defend.
Okay. Yeah, it's not ready yet. We just have a trap.
What is that, like 30 seconds or a minute or something?
No, it's
No, it
until
hasn't hit the RNG yet.
until it could respawn. So.
Oh, okay. I have no idea how to tell.
The space time is a bit off.
Desolator on Arteezy.
This guy's super geared as well.
He is big.
Yeah, and
It's not just the Deso. They've got the Venge Wave of Terror, the Medallion. Like, it's like minus 18 armor between the 3 of them.
It's like
Plus
Tinker's the
Doom
only
has
one
the damage aura.
who's up there with everyone else.
Yeah.
It's tough when you're behind on Tinker as well, like this, because Courier. Going the secret shop. Has it been spotted out yet? No.
Yeah, I think
That's
they're
a one
pinging
shot
it.
for
Are they
Arteezy if
pinging
he
it?
finds it.
Yeah.
No, I guess he didn't see it.
I'm not so sure that would be a courier worth killing either, though.
You blink in to go for that, and you may end up just getting turned on.
Yeah. Oh, at least he has BKB and a TP, so who knows?
That's actually my biggest worry for Navi is they really have nothing on Arteezy's BKB except trying to bait it out somehow.
Right. Just march.
Yeah, which is not great.
That's like the fastest Roche possible almost.
Oh, I guess I turned out to be
Was it?
right.
That was like maybe 15 seconds or something past the initial timer. That's really fast.
Yeah, basically an
Wow.
8-minute
Don't they have a
Yeah.
trap in there?
Yeah.
Don't they see it?
Yeah,
they
Dire
do.
Team sees it.
Alright, well,
Wow.
it's time to rush, boys.
Easiest Roche of Arteezy's life.
Yeah, really.
And Navi are bottled up at their base. Like even if they all 5-man right away with the smoke there, I don't think they could get there in time. Oh,
sorry. I think this is what they were waiting for too. So, and if they should probably give it to Mason again so that he can just randomly zip in, try to catch that Tinker.
Yeah, Storm, I think needless to say, one of the best Aegis carriers in the game. They will leave it for him. Or will he take the cheese? Okay, he'll take the cheese and the TA will grab the Aegis. So,
maybe they will wait for BKB and then he'll do that. He's so close to it.
Yeah.
He's like 600 gold away.
And Zai did just pick up a Blink Dagger on that Enigma as well. So, EG with more than enough initiation. 3 Blink Daggers and a Storm Spirit, plus a Venge on top of that.
And they probably have level 2 swap by now, I'm guessing. And
Yeah.
their jump is just ridiculous. Their whole team can close like a screen and a half.
Even if Navi get the jump on EG, they have so much counter initiation. It's pretty scary.
Well, who do you go on?
Yeah, that too.
Storm will probably be way too far away for you to jump him. TA's got BKB Aegis and
I guess
Doom's
ideally
tanky.
Doom. Yeah, he's tanky, but I don't know. There's no easy answer.
There's
to
always
that one.
defensive swap, no matter who you go on. So it's just really difficult right now for Navi to. I feel like they need to counter initiate, not engage. But if Arteezy just sits in the front lines and just sieges the tower, like, you have to go.
Yeah, look at this. The tower just getting chunked down. It's about to fall. And Navi come in. They harass with some rockets. There is an E-Blade out on the Tinker, which he just picked up. So perhaps they can drop somebody quickly, but I think his Dagon's still only level 1, so the burst damage not particularly potent.
What does Havos have? I didn't get
good
to
question.
see it. Oh,
Ghost
okay.
Scepter, Sange, Mech. Kind of a medley there. Of,
Many defensive items.
yeah.
Yeah, these are I'm losing items.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose the game. I got to play defensively.
But those are the I just want to live, please.
Well, they get the BKB on the Storm, so I am curious to see if they go now. EG does have more room to farm, but you give this Tinker more time, then he gets his Dagon 5, he can start bursting heroes like Venge or even Enigma without a BKB on his own.
But you know what? That's the problem in this game, because if he does try to go for anyone, Storm and Doom are just gonna be right on his face.
Speaking of which, Mason just jumped like 3,000, 4,000 units.
Oh my!
At least the
look
kill
at
for
that.
Arteezy.
Storm actually still got
Okay,
it, but
okay.
the cheeky vortex there.
I think he was trying to leave it for him, but yeah, doesn't matter.
Arteezy was trying to scumbag the kill.
Or he was just taunting Arteezy with let's see if you can get this one, Artor. Nope.
Come on, buddy. I got something for you. Psych. They are down by 25,000 net worth.
That is nearly insurmountable, I would say.
Even for a Tinker lineup, this is going to be hard to defend. Because they can just put the TA in front and just right-click on the tower. And what do? You go on TA, there's so much counter-initiation. You don't. With a Deso, the tower just dies. I don't know. It's very hard for Navi to defend the next push.
Yeah, and there's just so much farm on EG's side. Like, this is unbearable.
Yeah, everybody is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Enigma
wow.
gets completely juiced between the E-Blade, Dagon, Fade Bolt, and everything else.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
Their timing is just so crisp. He actually has BKB, so if they don't kill him during the lift, he just BKBs and he's fine.
Orchid out onto the Invoker. Can Mason secure a kill
Where's the
here? Low on
smoke?
mana, hops forward. Arteezy coming in.
Is he going to cheese for this?
Radiant's top
No.
tower is
I think
under
they're
attack.
lacking in the detection department.
Do they actually have a gem? They really should at this point.
They do not.
I think it's just, yeah, maybe they're just waiting. Venge is waiting to buy one
Yeah.
or
Radiant's
something.
top
Gem
tower
on
is
Funnick,
under
but
attack.
not one on EG. Maybe they're thinking they can kill him and then just take the gem, save a little money. You know, the value gem.
That's possible.
I'm pretty certain that they should buy a gem,
Radiant's
just
top
so that
tower
the
is
Tinker
under
can't see anything on this map.
Radiant's structures
Uh-oh.
are
Arteezy, did he bite off more than he can chew? He gets turned
There's
into a pig.
backup, I think. No, never mind. They're all in the Dire or the Radiant Turtle.
Yep. And they do get a tower deny on the last tier 2, but that's the end of the outer towers for Navi. So it's nothing but tier 3s remaining, and that is now a level 3 Dagon up on Tinker, so he is getting more bursty by the minute.
I think the other thing they were waiting for was the pipe on the Doom. So now they walk
Yeah.
into March, they walk into Epicenter, and it's not really that scary.
Yeah.
I think they should finish off that bottom tower that they've been working on.
Yeah, it's down pretty low.
I feel like we've seen so many trees lately, but there's actually no tree, so the towers are taking permanent damage, guys.
What an obnoxious hero that is. Tree.
Yeah.
You know you're in for a long game when a team with tree doesn't either win or lose within the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, he just heals everything. You can't chip damage, you can't split push.
What a hero. The tree plus Lycan combo is just the howl. The tree branches so hard. Level 1, he hits for almost 100.
Yeah, that
Whoa,
was pretty cool.
BKB?
Uh-oh.
Zai?
Uh-oh, Zai.
It's go time, guys.
I want to say they can still go, but
Yeah.
safe move is just to wait.
They get the tower, so they still find a good trade
They
here.
still have Aegis, like they want to use it, so.
How much
Yeah.
time is... Well, it's not a good time to check, but here comes
Right.
the pipe.
Yep. And they will move forward here. I don't believe the glyph is available. They used it earlier. They'll dive the barracks. They finish off Rubik straight away. Mason wants a Vost. He gets chipped down, but
Nice epicenter.
yeah, does a lot of damage. Arteezy will fall. Procs the Aegis. He comes back up, but Funnick won't be so lucky. Now the Sand King looking to make it back to the well. Puppy nowhere to go. Mason will not be able to secure the kill. Buyback from the Invoker. Doesn't matter. Racks still fall.
Very well played by Mason there. He just basically
Zoned.
herded 4 heroes of Navi
Yeah.
back to the well while they take Rex.
Herd is a good word to describe that play right there. Just it's like watching a sheepdog.
Well, looks like we'll have a pick-off on the Doom, but they got Rex. If that's all they lose, even one more, it's still worth it.
Yeah, PPD will get caught out here. Tornado to interrupt him. And he will take a spill. So 2 pick-me-ups for Navi. I guess the Invoker buyback worth it.
And now he buys a gem, looks like. So it's some money to burn after that push.
Yeah.
Oh. Zai's gonna get caught out, but they can't. Are they gonna dive this with Arteezy here? No, he's gonna let him go. Just
Oh,
kidding.
wow.
Here comes the black hole on 3. The
splash.
the splash. He gets them all. Looks for more. Puppy's in trouble too. A zip
Bro.
forward. That's a triple kill.
Too
Beautiful
easy
by
for
Zai.
Zai and Arteezy.
Roast them and toast them. It's a shake and bake, boys.
Jeez, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was
I-
very nice.
Navi knew they had to get more out of that defense, though. They invested a lot and still lost Rax. So if they don't chase that, I think they've kind of lost by default anyway.
Yeah.
But that's not how you want the chase to end.
Manta style out on Arteezy's TA. The pushing power will continue. This tier 3 in the mid. Under heavy pressure, only 2 alive. The long range zip from Mason. They'll hop straight forward onto Havos. The Orchid comes out. He pops the mech, but will it be enough to survive? Ghost Scepter buying him a few seconds, but that is all. He still takes a spill. Buyback from Havos straight away. They dive forward, finish off Kuroki. Puppy on the Sand King is now respawned, but again, the sheep herding continues. Mason pops the BKB, heads back to the mid, and that'll be a second lane of racks secured for EG. I think we're moments from a GG.
Mason Storm has been quite impressive this game. He's been pretty efficient with his mana usage. Just the little mechanics have been on the mark. Well,
Epicenter, but BKBs get popped. Zai still falls. Puppy does have to fall to make this happen. Havos gets picked off as well. Now Funnick throws out an EMP. Will be able to force staff
Where's
back to
Arteezy?
safety, but where
there
is
he
Arteezy?
is.
There he is. Hey, buddy. And
to
yeah, this is
building
it. This will be
slay.
Megas. GG, well played. There you have it. EG looking good. 26-8 in only 36 minutes of gameplay.
they were very objective focused this game. Like they focused on getting towers, the Roche, and then going high ground. And something Fear talked a lot about when he was here casting, and I don't know if it's his coaching influence paying off or not, but even in that bottom fight, like the key for me is Storm zips in. The team was not chasing for kills with the Storm. They were just hitting buildings. They kill the racks, and no matter how the push goes from there, it's at least an even trade. And only losing 2, it's a huge win. So
Wow.
I think
Mason-
EG just very smart laning decisions and good execution from there.
Yeah, I think Theban hit the nail on the head. If that Storm gets momentum, they'll have a good game, and he didn't die a single time. He ended 7-0-6. Very impressive from Mason. Oh, look at this.
Well, they've got a game 2 coming up, so I'm sure they'll be... What's your plan for game 2, Havost? What's your plan for game 2? Yeah, he's not going to tell us his plan.
The secret strategies.
They're going to take a quick break, have a team powwow, but
Yeah,
well,
reevaluate.
I still think for Navi they're fully capable of taking EG if they just have a better laning stage.
I think after game 1 is when they start thinking about how the teams like to play. And probably going into the next game, they'll just rally the troops and try
I
to
think
do
that's
better.
always been Puppy's biggest strength, is just being the best adapting drafter. Maybe doesn't draft the strongest in the first game, not to say he's a bad drafter by any means, but
Yeah.
he really excels at seeing how you like to play and then finding a way to respond to that.
I think the entire tournament we've been seeing Navi use other team strategies one by one. It's like you play
If you
one
can't
team
beat
and then
'em,
you take
join
it.
'em.
Yeah, something like that. And maybe they'll adjust. I think they... Yeah, I just think EG were just more clever this game than Navi.
Yeah.
Well, going into game 2, any heroes or strategy that you'd like to see Navi go for?
I think they should pick Enchantress. Was it banned last game?
I don't believe so.
I think it's a hero that Poppy and Navi play well. around, and I just think it's a really good hero against EG.
They could have applied so much more pressure with an Ench than with a Rubik Sand King.
Right, exactly. Just apply more pressure early game. That's and try to just fight against EG.
EG did go very greedy that game. They had a Doom and Enigma sharing the jungle, and their cores. You have a TA. It's not exactly. It's not and a Storm. It's not exactly heroes that want to be fighting early. So
yeah.
Ench was ignored.
She was not banned. So.
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, you are watching the Summit powered by Twitch and supported by 100tb.com. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, EG versus Navi. Game 2. Navi, with one more game, would be eliminated. Stay tuned.